So in today's episode, hello, welcome back to the show. My name is Warren.Guru, aka Uncle Warren, the Guru. And yeah, basically I got an opportunity to have a one-on-one with a young man that lives in Bali and essentially is a dev. And he came to me essentially wanting to find out some information about his pre-existing projects. Basically, he would do some bundle snipes. No one was really FOMOing in. So we took a good hour just to sit back, discuss what he was doing wrong, and perhaps what he could be doing better. I want to know other than to share that with my audience here on YouTube. So for his discretion, I went ahead and just removed his face, so it's fully non-doxed, and he's able to do his thing, and still we get the education needed, so that way you guys can get onboarded. So definitely check out Warren.Guru, join the Discord. I do not DM you first, so remember that always, so that you guys cannot be scammed. Because yeah, people out there, they're crazy. So with that being said, check out this new podcast, guys, in regards to what I call this, figuring out how to bring in a bag, one wallet at a time. Let's go. Oh, and
So,
Bali,
yeah.
beautiful.
Where are you based, or what time is it with you right now? I'm
I'm
assuming
currently
it's
in Vegas, and it is 8:20 right now.
nice. Yeah, so it's 12:20 here in the next day.
Nice. Okay, brother. Like, so have you seen the course? Tell me your whole get down.
Yeah, so seen the course. Actually one of my like school friends that I grew up with
Uh huh.
is actually a huge dev. Like he was one of the devs for Ping.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It went ran to like 300 mil, and then I was
Wow.
like, he's making all this cash. Like, why don't I learn how to do it? But he does it a completely different way. And
Okay.
like, I just moved into it and came across. Well, first of all, I came across dog with tools or whatever, but then I seen it
Ooh.
got yeah, I seen whatever happened there, and then
Yeah.
I got meme tools, and I thought it like in my head, I was like, it was much easier than it actually was because he's launching loads of little coins now and like making serious cash at it, and I was like, why don't I just learn to launch myself?
Sure.
But yeah, I've done like only a few launches, but I've literally been really struggling to get anyone to buy into them. Like, and I'm working with decent numbers of Sol. Like, I've got like 30 Sol to play with for these
Okay.
launches, but
Now,
yeah, I just
you're
can't seem.
currently, if I'm not mistaken, you're using meme tools, or using specifically.
Yeah, meme tool,
Okay.
meme
Now,
tools.
now let me ask you. We'll go down a few different questions, and this will be down the wormhole of if any of these are yeses, then that'd be basically a reason why you may not be profitable, basically, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. So with meme tools, first one is, have these wallets been? First of all, where did you generate the wallets?
So I did try after watching yours, I did one launch with wallets generated in Bullax. And then like using like Trojan to basically trigger, different stock or not different limit orders and things, but
Huh?
they weren't necessarily warmed up. Maybe one or two of them were wallets that I'd used before for a couple of coins, but they definitely weren't warmed up. But ever since that, I've just been making them because I've sort of wanted to. I wasn't really that interested after I did the first one and I seen how it went. I was sort of waiting for this call more so to really start doing it properly because I was like, what's the point in,
Sure.
I may as well talk to you and really work it out properly before I really start playing with it. So yeah, I was just playing around with generated wallets in meme tools.
Okay, okay, got you. So specifically, you have two situations: one where there was generated wallets and meme tools, and the other one where you had a dibbled into just some neo wallet, I mean Bullocks wallets, but it wasn't like, but that was beyond it. That's pretty much what you've
Yeah,
done
they
so
were
far.
just new wallets that I had generated in Buax and then imported in. But then I
Got
was
you,
like, they weren't warmed up. So yeah, I was like, oh, I may as well just do it in
got you.
meme tools for now.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Um, so far, I can see already where there's some issues already. Now I'm gonna kind of go deeper into it just to figure out. So, because that way, I can dissect everything and then kind of give you a better understanding as far as where you're going wrong, right? And also,
Yeah.
by the way, couple things. One, I'm gonna be dropping a video tonight. Yeah, it'll be tonight. I'm just gonna edit it up. It's like an hour, but I can edit it. But basically, it's gonna show how. I use this Penguin tool. That, by the way, since you're a 101, you literally get that for 7 days for free. By the way, um,
Right.
so I always tell people, even if you're not gonna think about buying this as a bundler, at least just use this as a way to season up like a shitload of wallets for free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that way you're already able to use your bundler to its full power. Because what's happening, to be completely frank with you, is
Hmm.
a lot of the different things that's happening in Penguin tools is a lot of, like, for example, pre-production of things, and on the reason why is because of the PvP has gotten to the point where
That's crazy.
people are like searching, for example, the mempool, and looking at things such as like, let's say, your exchanges that are coming from different funder or dev wallets, for that matter, and these are now highlighted as specific type of funds that may be dev type of, liquidity. So,
Yeah.
if you can get yourself out of the picture before you're in the picture, then you're always going to have a better chance to essentially win. And there's even some mechanics, by the way, that I found out recently that is something that you definitely should know. Like, for example, with meme tools, you're not able to change the compu units of the priority fee that you have. So a lot of times, to be completely frank with you, a lot of these snipers are just looking at the mempool of literally all the bundles that are coming out of a particular, set section of the compu units. And they look at that
Yeah.
as, oh, well, these are meme tools guys, or these are affinity script guys, because, or not, whoever that's a bot company that cannot change that specific thing, and it's defaultly hardwired into the contract. I mean, into the bot. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think my friend had run into a problem like that once he was launching. Like he was obviously he's like pretty professional at this,
Uh
but
huh.
yeah, someone had worked out, I think something similar.
Yeah.
Like on he built his own bot, but and it's a lot more manual work. But yeah, people had started to find out like that it was him launching through I don't know how either, but I guess it's like that.
Absolutely. And
So
so,
yeah,
so that's one thing. Now let's talk about a little deeper into it, so I know how at least you're at with the economies of your wallets. Now let's talk about the funding process. So, um, when it comes to the dev and the funder wallet, let's dive into that first, I guess. The dev wallet, how are you funding that? Are you funding that from exchange,
funded
from
from
cold wallet?
no,
Like, how are you doing that?
I funded from a separate exchange than so I fund my Phantom Thunder wallet
Uh
is
huh.
funded from like one exchange and then my dev wallet's funded from another exchange even.
Okay, gotcha. So two different exchanges, gotcha. And
Yeah.
then from that point on, you go ahead, and I'm assuming you're doing, what is it a safe mode, or is it a experimental mode launch?
No, I'm doing delayed mode,
Okay.
and I've actually been running into some problems with getting rid of the snipers. Like for some reason, every time I launch, I get like one or two snipers buying like one or two Sol, and they'll just hold on for like 20 or 30 minutes.
Uh huh.
And then I feel like it kills the momentum of any launch because like by then there's already been, 1,000 new tokens released. So
Gotcha.
you're so far down on the meme scope and everything that you know.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. So you run into a situation where you drop the dev wallet. Once the wallet drops, you have one or two snipers come in. You
I
are
said,
doing a, if I'm not mistaken, a manual drop in bundle buy, right?
yeah, so I'm selling Dev Wallet instantly to try and get rid of those snipers.
Okay.
And they don't seem a couple will maybe like say I get four or five in, like the little ones will leave, but like there's well, I've only done maybe four launches, but like all four of them, there's been one or two
Oh,
guys holding like
I'll tell you how to
7 or 8.
easily kill that happen. Yeah, this is how you kill that. All you got to do with this is a simple fix. Just FYI, so I don't forget my train of thought, is just relaunch. Just literally just take a, once you start, if you don't want to wait 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever, kill the dev wallet, go, do another doing literally the exact same project, do it again and again and again. Like literally just relaunch and relaunch and launch. It literally will soak. It's like drowning somebody in water over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought that I did that to be honest the last time I did that. Um, but yeah, I feel like so I'm basically doing that. I'm launching and then I'm pretty much running human buy
Okay.
mode. Um, and then yeah, that's it. But it seems to like maybe I'll be lucky if I get one other buyer in. But like it
Sure.
just
They're not
I can't
attracted to the wallets at the moment, right? That's basically what it's kind of down to.
yeah,
So, are you familiar with the blacklist API thing at all that I've been speaking about, or no?
no, I don't think so, honestly.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna get into this. So I'm slowly dissecting this thing, and trust me, I got more than time with you. So don't worry about the clock. We're gonna dissect the shit out of this thing. Say,
Thank you.
okay. So we're about to get cooking. Before I share my screen and everything, I just want to kind of get everything
Yeah.
where we're at. So that's that. All right. The next thing is this. Now we talked about how they were funded. What time were they funded? All at the exact same time. I'm assuming you probably funded them all at the same time, right?
Yeah. So I just funded in meme tools, like the way you can
Boom.
just
Funded. All right.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we just gave me. I don't really need to go down the list anymore because honestly, we just did three strikes and three strikes are out. You know that
Yeah.
baseball game. So basically, let's get into it. First thing first, let me share my screen, and then I'm gonna give you a world so you have an understanding of what's happening, and then that way, when you understand what's happening, I'm gonna show you how to mitigate from that world to be able to be attractable wallets too, and all that stuff. Um, but you got to understand why you're here at the first and what's going on because no one understands that until you actually see the actual the Discord and the whole mechanism
Yeah.
basically. So here we go. So first thing first, do you see my screen?
Yeah. I can see it.
Okay, sweetness. All right, cool. So what we have here is Osmo. This is a sniper bot, okay? And I'm just using this for representation of any type of sniper bot out there because at the end of the day, you're FOMOing these guys. These are the guys you want to attract in because the humans will follow these, and it's just a pattern of Ponzinomics at that point. Um,
Yeah.
Now, what happens is within these bots, if you go into, for example, the tasks and go to create these tasks, and I actually go and say, for example, do a module for Pump Fun Sniper, I have options in not only this sniper bot, but multiple ones that they have this thing called Pump It Pro. Pump It Pro, and you'll see it here. Pump It Pro, Pump It Pro.
Yeah.
Now, what Pump It Pro is, for those that don't know, let me take you to their Discord and tell you what they're all about. So let me go into that. I'm gonna go into Pump It Pro. Let's see here. Right here. Boom, Pump It Pro. And I'll scoot this over so you can see what it is. There's a information about the company. One second. It is right here. So here it is. What is Pump It Pro? Well, Pump It Pro is an advanced API service designed to streamline Solana blockchain analysts. Pump It Pro API monitors and administrators Solana blockchain data in real time. Note currently for Pump Fund. Using advanced custom blacklist and whitelist filters, Pump It Pro provides an in-bot service that upgrades your Pump Fund botting experience. So in layman's terms, what I just told you about, strike one, strike two, strike three, you, without even aware of it, have put one, if not maybe all, if not maybe some of your wallets in a blacklist without you even knowing it right now. And no matter what you do, no matter what bundler you do, you basically fucked yourself. You know what I'm saying? From getting FOMO buys because they're looking at it and like, ugh, like we see you. Like, don't you know we see you? But I'm gonna break it down for you so that way, from a Solana data perspective, you can be unseen because that's the whole purpose of the thing. But that's where the whole education comes in, right? So for one, we go off of let's go into literally the foundation of the funding of these wallets. Now, going from the exchange to the dev is cool, but unfortunately, those tactics don't work anymore in these days in 2025. They are being searchable.
So much.
Huh?
It's changed so much in the past few weeks. Like even just like how fast rotations are happening.
Yeah, I mean, it all starts really with the deploy from even before you even drop. Because at the end of the day, like, let's be honest, if you're going to be putting yourself into a blacklisted by doing things such as, for example, funding the wallet at the exact same time, it's literally an easy API trigger for bots to understand that it's bundled and they don't want to fuck with it at all, ever again. But if you take yourself outside of these parameters, then you're consistently being brought into FOMO, like, oh, what's this? It's got to be original because they don't know about X, Y, and Z. But I start breaking things down from a normality perspective, then it starts to get deep. So first thing first is Houdini Swap. What Houdini Swap does, if you go here, you can actually look and it says private. Within the private swap, it says uses multiple sources to protect transaction privacy, make it untraceable. Typically takes about 30 minutes for added security. So in layman's terms, what this does is you go from your exchange, which is centralized, which can be viewed transaction wise, going from that straight to Houdini swaps private. Multiple private swaps happen in the background. Then eventually, the money gets put into that either A dev or B, funder wallet. Meanwhile, from the Solana perspective, no longer can your transaction be traced to that funder wallet. No more at all. And so, because of that case, you've already started off with no checks whatsoever. Like you know that you can't even be on the blacklist because you're now actually considerably what they consider a real human platform trader.
Yeah.
So now we're getting deeper. This is part A.
So I send that to my fund. Like I use that to send to fund my funder wallet basically from
Yeah,
my
you want to
exchange.
do in this case funder and your dev wallet, just to be completely frank with you.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's the first thing. Now we got to get into creating the particular side communities of those particular wallets that actually have an insignia within SoulScan called Interact With. Matter of fact, I have that as a picture to show you. In my Discord, I have a thing that's called Trading Wallets. You should be able to access this, by the way, if you're a full-time member.
Yeah.
If you're not, I can get you in. But anyways, yeah, boom. Here you go in here, and you want to go into the section called Trading Wallets, which is right here. Where is it at? Yeah, here it is. Part Trading Wallets. Perfect. So what happens is this right here, Interact With program, is on SoulScan, and it's attached to these wallets that are trading platforms such as Nova, such as Bullix, such as Trojan, etc., right? And these come off as real wallets instead of being robotic. So, matter of fact, when you go on Pump Fund itself, what's happening, I'm pretty sure. Matter of fact, you want to drop, if you want to, you're more than welcome to drop a CA, and I could even review it for you for verbatim. But I can show you real quick if we go to Pump Fund real quick what we might be seeing for your particular contract. And what Pump Fund, or what literally snipers don't really like to funnel into just because it looks spotted. So let me just take a random contract here. I don't know if this is a good example, but we'll try to see. Here it is. You see right here, if I go to the far right here, you see where these signs of electric is here? It's like the
Yeah.
little sides. Yeah. So that's like bought it, And
Yeah.
I would love to see how your contracts and how much and how many of your wallets come in like that.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find one.
Now, just like I was just talking about, every one of these have their algorithm set up so that way they're able to detect what's the word, anomalies, yeah, anomalies, such as what we're seeing here. Now, when we have interactive program, there's two things we can do here, right? There's two things that we can do to be able to essentially create these particular wallets that come from these ecosystems. One is literally old school, which is just going into either Nova, or like for example, I have all of them here, but Neo, you can go into them here or go into Trojan, go into Bloom, and literally create these wallets one by one by simply creating a private key. And then what happens when you generate the private key in that particular ecosystem, you would want to bring it into the private key, bring it into your new meme tools now to use. So essentially the bot itself is running as a conductor, so to speak, like a like almost like you're at a symphony, and the drums are the bullocks, and the bloom is the flute section. The bot particularly becomes a conductor rather than you generating walls internally from one protocol and then having it do the same thing. It's kind of counterproductive from what you bought it for, but without you even realizing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know. Yeah.
That third eye starting to open.
For some reason, my Bullax is
What's that?
because I didn't. I'm trying to find one of my old contract addresses, but my Bullax isn't searching properly because I don't have them
Okay.
saved. They were just like.
No worries. No worries. But yeah, just wanted to keep that in mind. So beyond this, there's a couple other things we also need to talk about. So we talked about the actual way to fund them. Now we talk about the actual funding of the bundler, specifically bundler
Yeah.
wallets. So each of these
Okay.
need to be funded literally separately and from different amounts. We are trying to change up the intervals of what these wallets are being coming as, because when they come in, they're gonna be scanned regardless. You know, from scan from
Yes.
Discord groups, Telegram groups, different CA addresses, whatnot, all over around the world. You know, and the
Yeah.
easiest thing for them to do essentially is to categorize that data that essentially is quote unquote dump material, which is easy to now find, especially with AI being on our sides with creating dev shit. Um,
Yeah.
boom, one wallet or 17 wallets that came in the same funding amount. Easy way to like fucking headshot that motherfucker out. you know.
Yeah.
But once you start confusing that data, which is now bringing in these wallets from different ecosystems, funded from particularly different amounts at different times. Not to mention,
Yeah.
if you really go ham, and this is the one I'm going to be dropping tonight, which is going to be a slow cooker. I'm going to call this one probably like one soul's cook, 5 minute cook up. And it shows
Yes.
people basically how to do it without a community, and to do simply have all your presets right, all your prerequisites, all your your like pre-production, so to speak, right. So that way when you drop, they have no choice but to FOMO in. It's now at
Yeah.
that point to simply sell.
Yeah. Because that's what I noticed. Like I noticed in some of your videos, like whenever people would drop, there would just be, instant loads of volume and buyers.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I found one.
Yeah,
Let's
and that's the one. Matter of fact, if you like this, you see my screen right now, right?
Yeah.
I actually have this video that I'm literally going to edit tonight. It's in my Canva as we speak. If you like, I can really just show you a verbatim situation. So before I upload it to YouTube, because it's right
Yeah.
here. um,
Amazing.
this is the one I did made one soul within like 5 minutes with a guy. Can you hear that, by the way?
My funds are like a little bit limited.
You hear that, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna just play it if you like to see it. Okay.
Perfect.
It'll be it'll be like the last like 9 minutes of it.
So
Sure.
I'm gonna do all of this manually and then get the bot as close as possible to the core. So then I got the node,
Yeah.
the VPS, and then I got the bot today. And obviously we're talking today, so then I've got like a full week
For sure.
most of it.
And then let me ask you something. When it comes down to it, when you scroll down, if I'm not mistaken, those are WIMP wallets that you've already like pretty much seasoned now. I would. Okay, cool. So what I would do, just to be on the safe side, do you know which of these belong to which specific ecosystem? Like I know you have them all set right now to Photon, but like obviously they're different, right?
I have a list, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you want to probably fix that since you about to launch. You don't want to lock them in as a Photon wallet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and real quickly, just to comment here, this is simply what would be in your scenario the case, right? It would not necessarily say Photon, but there was literally wallets being generated all in the same signia, which highly looks botted if it was a first beginning of a market cap.
Yeah, so this bundler like allows you to choose which it shows up as, so you could choose a
Yep.
couple as Photon,
That's correct.
and it will all show up as that.
Yep,
Wow.
and check this out. This bundler, because you're a one-on-one student of mine, is 7 days free trial. All you gotta do is open up a ticket,
Yeah.
and I'll get a CEO to get you a 7-day free pass.
Nice. How much is it then to purchase?
It's
like,
16
laptop,
after
you know?
the 7-day trial. So hopefully you're able to either A, fucking print from it, or B, just create a shitload of hot, really seasoned wallets, low key for yourself, and then print with the other one. Either way, it's a win-win situation. It's like a win's a win. A
And you
fucking
keep
win's a win.
Yeah, like say I have like 20 seasoned wallets, can I reuse them like launch after
course.
launch?
Of course. Now the
Okay,
thing
so
about it
you-
is that the more the merrier, right? So what I did, to be honest with you, is check this out. So I don't know
Yeah.
if they really be watching my YouTube shows or not, but like I got into pumping and I just bought the 1.5 Sol for the blacklist API, so that way I literally can just find out if my own wallets are actually blacklisted, right?
Ah,
But it's actually interesting because you wonder yourself, like, okay, that's an interesting phenomenal business for quote unquote traders that are looking for specific trades that are not so, I guess, botted to the T or whatever, right? But I'm like, damn, like, but they got a fucking whitelist though. Like that means low key that you could just buy yourself out of the game, you know, if you think about it.
Oh, really? You can. Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
5
that's
soul
bad.
they want for the whitelist for each wallet. Like, I get it if
You
you're
can
sending
basically
shit.
whitelist every wallet
Yeah, like I
yourself.
mean, I would make sense if you're like one of those devs that take shit to Ray and then dump after millions of market caps because you got a lot of liquidity, so you don't want to continue rinsing wallets. So you just gotta when you want to use the first 10 or 15, so you might as well pay 50 soul for pump it whitelist.
Yeah.
You know, I get it, but if you're not that,
Yeah.
then fuck that.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 soul a wallet. Crazy.
But
Cool.
that tells you already, though, the leverage that they have on the game.
Well, yeah, it really does. No, I didn't realize this. Honestly, I didn't realize it was so important to have them seasoned up and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
telling
guess
you.
it wasn't a few months ago.
And that's what I'm about to show you. I'm about to push play right now, and you're about to see in 4K, like without any cuts, what happens. So here we go.
So this is. Wait.
And then once we do this, we want to age it as well. So the difference in the process between aging an account and seasoning a wallet from like an advanced seasoning perspective is that those that want to do actual trades to show like transaction history essentially are going to try to CT copy trade profitable wallets to basically become profitable themselves in hopes to basically bring in copy traders into their contract from the very start once they actually do their deploys. You can imagine, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 copy trades per wallet. That could be a significant amount of FOMO, considering that there might be copy trades upon copy trades upon them as well. Now, ideally, that is something that can be done, but you have to have, of course, fast nodes. I go through a whole hour, actually. I'm not sure you saw it, but yesterday I dropped an episode called Osmos Thunderbot Full Process and Setup to Make Profit. And that entire video is about an hour long almost, but we literally go over every single small details on what to do, from pump fund to radium to even CTM, to the point where at the very end of the actual 101, he literally is in profit. Like, it fires off, some type of trade goes, boom, profit. And it was like a great like video, so I put it up.
I haven't watched it yet, just because I've just kind of been a bit more focused on it. I thought I'd love to snipe, but at this moment in time, I just want to focus more on bundling.
So it's not necessarily sniping. I get what you're saying, but what I'm doing is when it comes to specifically Osmo, you're essentially warming up the wallets for bundling, right? So it's just CTing specifically just so you can show on each different wallet has different patterns of different transaction histories. So when it's time to bundle, you're allowed to even do more damage to the charts. You know? Imagine if 7 wallets basically were just sitting there, just not making any money every day. Or let's say you have 20 wallets, for example, and they're just sitting there not making money, but they're just buying, just doing aging. Aging's different. Aging's where you basically can take USDTC, transfer it to Solana, convert it back to UTSC. Those things that are outside of Pump Fund that essentially shows us transaction history.
Yeah.
Completely different. Yeah. But just want to give you like a B to be aware of that.
No, I 100% need to watch it because the sniper videos have been super useful because, as you say, it's PvP and, it's bundlers trying to get snipers to get in and snipers trying not.
Just got the blacklisted API of Pump Fund integration just this morning. 1.5 Sol paid for that just in case. I could just double check and make sure if I'm not blacklisted.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't realize you could pay for it.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, like, I should have known, but, like, me talking too much, they took away my fucking invites. Let's speed up a little bit. So I can't invite nobody.
No problem.
There we go. So now, he's putting the contract in there now. Here we go.
Now, I remember seeing some stuff about compute units, and it was to do with mimicking an actual pump fund launch, like manually. And then there's the tagging as well. But you'll have to fill me in on this.
Yeah. So basically, you want to do 100 40 is fine. In regards to that, your point is it currently say 0.004? It's kind of blurry on my end a little bit.
0.001.
So okay, let's put 0.00 like 3.
Okay. Oh. And save, yeah? And tagging mixed?
Yep, and then we're fine with that save. Okay, and I think we go. And mind you, this meme he did was literally just created at thin air. Like there was no community, no effort, no website, no Telegram, like nothing. Okay. Just a
Yeah,
way.
that's how I'm launching as well.
Okay, cool.
Like 0.
That's it. Launch this bad boy now.
Yeah.
Wait,
Random.
before we do that, go to settings. What's your dev by?
I put 0.9.
And how about your minimum and max?
Ah, that's not set.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not too sure. 0.5. I think in the dev wallet there's 1.02. So.
Alright, cool. I mean, as long as we don't make some transaction fees too, of course, in the back end.
So I say 0.75, maybe 0.6 to 0.9
0.6 to point
or 0.85.
85 is fine, yeah.
And what should I put as dev by?
Dev by point is fine. We're gonna sell the dev anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Save that. Alright, now we can launch it.
And then we go to Blizzard.
Blizzard,
right?
yeah. That's right. By the way,
So
Blizzard
when I
Buy-
press,
Blizzard Buy is basically in this particular bot where the bot only uses the RPC node and not any type of proxies. You can, however, bring proxies into it and use that, but in Blizzard mode, it's just only using proxies. Just FYI.
So it's like experimental mode, kind of.
Yes,
way?
it's all of them are experimental. There's no safe modes at all in this. They all shoot either A or one shoots the deploy, and then every 4 seconds it buys more and more volume. That's like almost like a human mode in a sense. We use Blizzard mode, which basically means that you dive right when the project starts. It's like basically experimental mode, exactly, with no delay. Just buy as much as possible.
Like you risk getting in behind those first snipers.
Well, the way that this works out, there usually is no snipers. And that's because the snipers are following usually not just the migration, but all the other shit that I remember we mentioned, how either it's coming from this exchange or you did this, you're basically doing things already. So even on some of the black list ones, it's like, oh, there's a newbie guy, let me go into his account because we see him right there. So they don't come because you just pump one. It's because they're following some specific algorithms of things that you're already on. So by doing all those prerequisites prior to, you'll see in a second, like we don't get any snipers whatsoever.
Okay.
We get them after us, which is what you want, not before us, basically.
Yeah, that's what exactly. Yeah.
launch token is going to give me option to get the CA, right?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
And then I'll copy the CA, I'll put it on Photon.
Yeah. It won't show up until you launch, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so shall I click on
Yeah, go ahead.
launch token?
And then get the CA. And then you can go over to Photon now. And paste it in there, just have it ready. So that way when you launch, it'll be ready to go.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, cool. Now you can launch it.
It's not letting me copy.
Oh, it's only a copy?
Nah.
Really? I think they might be fixing that. I heard that from more than one user that the copy button didn't work. And I'm doing a update on that tomorrow. But you can are you doing that for verbatim?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, you're a G.
Bro, go get it done, man.
Right, it is what it is. I would have just took a screenshot with my iPhone and just sent it real quick to myself.
Oh, that's clever. But I've got widescreen, so it's not too bad.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that should be it, I hope.
Alright, cool. Go ahead and launch it now. It won't show up until it's launched. Perfect. Copy that bad boy. Yeah, perfect. Swedish. Beautiful.
Okay, done.
All right, cool. Go ahead and launch it. It's launched now. Boom. They hit. Beautiful. And how's they're showing up on the right side? Are they showing up as
On the right side?
yeah, on the transactions? Yeah, they came in as regular traders, no?
Some trading platforms, some not.
Wait, is that you though? Or that's someone else?
This is me, this is me, this is me.
So that's a trading platform? So by the way, just to stop the video real quick, whenever you're on Photon and you see those squares that right there, that's a good thing. That looks like it's a trading platform, not a bot. So we came off directly looking like a whole bunch of trading platforms hit it, and that causes a significant amount of FOMO for you to bring in what you're about to see. Watch that. Because you do, I bet you look at all your contracts, none of them have that square. And that's what we're basically, essentially printing for before we even get started. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then, wait, how many came in though?
125. I don't think that's mine.
So, are you profitable right now?
I am not too sure. Let me go to market
Let's
cap.
sell some shit.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Go to your left-hand side right there where it says, in the penguin. Actually, you can do a sell position if you like.
Why is the market cap showing?
I know, it's weird. Just go back to it 2 seconds. That's a glitch with that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, sell your shit. You're making profit. Just sell that, all of it.
What should I do?
Yeah, go right there into 100% sell. Or sell all. Right there. Sell all. Include dev wallet too.
Include dev?
Yeah.
Dev sell or sell all?
Sell all. Dev sell and then sell all. But yeah, sell all now. It's good. I think yeah, good job. Shit. Look at you. And then look at this.
Holy shit, man. Okay, shall I end launch or?
Yeah, you're good. In launch. This is a beautiful situation for you. That's so funny, P&L. Look at that.
So I made one sol.
He made a soul, bro.
That's mad.
Yo, I swear. People think that, yo. So yeah, basically, you know, that's basically proof of the pudding. Like, dude, it's all about the pre-production. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so basically, like you can do the pre-production kind of once in a while and just like do it really well, and then you're pretty much set up because
you gotta have multiple seasonable wallets. That's the game. That's what I was saying. The penguin situation gets you in a position where you could either take it and run it as like a way where you just take the time to just make a whole bunch of, you know, season situations, and then they're one-offs or two-offs, you know, depending on, you know, for sure they're one-offs, for sure. That's a fact. But, you know, it's just a matter of rinse and repeat in that case, because at that point you're not coming in with any type of, like, you know, community, any type of marketing, you know, fucking Twitter, to say, like...
Yeah. What about my, like, wallets that I trade on? Like, I've got loads of little wallets that I've been trading on, and, like, they're all super profitable, so... Can I just use them?
Yeah, you definitely use them, but you definitely want to bring them into Penguin first and make sure you age them a little bit too at the same time.
Yeah, but like these are wallets that are maybe months old that I've been using to actually just.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Sell.
Yeah,
I've got maybe 5 or 6 of them already I can use, and then others as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, you would be absolutely good with those, specifically if you put I mean, you know, honestly too, like with those, I would definitely just get to the penguins and get to the advanced season. I mean, advanced season, the what's it called, aging, and that'll do wonders when it comes to specifically dropping these deploys for sure.
Okay, so now when it comes to the actual deploy, like say for example, I have 30 sol in my Thunder wallet. Like, what way would you split it up between? So I buy usually around like I don't. How much do I need to buy in Dev wallet? I only buy like half a sol.
Honestly, that's fine. Half a sol is fine. If you're looking for specifically rinse and repeat with like small margins like that, as far as like, no, small is not small. I mean, it's not really small. I mean, people say it's small, but one sol is still a fucking somebody's full 8 hours. Fucking.
Exactly.
But basically, yeah, 0.5 is in dev is fine. Especially if you're coming in with like about 8 to 9 other wallets, between zero point 0.5 and 0.7, 8.8, ish. The more that has with a trading platform insignia, the better.
Okay, so yeah, so about 0.7 to 8 in the bundler wallets. How many bundler wallets would you use?
So with this particular bundle, for example, with Penguin, memes is a little different, but Penguin, what it's set up is once it gets to a specific block as fast as possible, the blocks that don't actually, like for example, let's say your RPC node gets 10 wallets in, and 5 of them show up, let's say at 300 milliseconds, and then the other 5 show up, let's say around like 900 milliseconds. Penguin is set up
Yeah,
to not let the other 9 come in because it doesn't want you to get sandwiched. Whereas Meme Tools currently is set up where it will get all of them in regardless, so you could potentially get sandwiched. I only bring that to your attention because, specifically in Meme Tools, if you operate in a way where you overdo the wallet more than, overdo it rather than underdo it, it might be not a thing where it comes in with, let's say you put 20 wallets, but only 12 actually buy in position. Doesn't mean that
yeah,
it's not a bad thing, but it just means that your floor is at 12 instead of, it's like a win-win situation. I mean, I'd rather do that rather than meme tools where I could potentially be sandwiched.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. But even in meme tools, I'm using mostly the delayed bundler, the manual one.
Okay.
I've never used experimental.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, you could definitely use meme tools especially with that. It'll do wonders. You just only thing that you will not be able to do differently in meme tools that you could do with Penguin is the compu data. It cannot be changed. So if any
Yeah.
sniper are looking at specific compu data snipes, then that's something that you're essentially going to be in that the PvP room for.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah. Cool. How would I like? What's the difference in say then getting a coin to what he got to get one soul, but then like getting it up to more, 50, 60K market
Yeah,
cap?
absolutely. So the thing about it is, we dropped a coin. I'm always the type of person that is like, get your money's worth, and to be completely frank with you, he could have let it continue to go. Um,
Yeah.
Now, with that type of traffic, especially those low market caps, anywhere from 6 to 12 is immediate 2x. You know, so
Yeah.
any freaking bot that bought in the beginning is definitely looking to G around that point. So if you're not thinking about coming in with any type of volume after that, then it'd be best just to make sure you just get your all-time highs, because at that point is you're just gambling at that point if you don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, like you're risking them taking their profits and you lose it. Well, you can
Yeah.
never really lose because you're in first.
Well,
Is
I
that
mean, if
true?
you and necessarily you don't necessarily will lose, you just lose transaction fees, but
Yeah.
over time that could be some
No, no.
that could be, with 15 wallets, the transaction fees add up.
Yeah, well, so I do have volume. Like, I mean, what sort of volume do you need? Like, because I've got decent amount of solid I can use for volume,
I think that as
but then
soon
it
as the
becomes more.
project drops, like that's the thing about it. Once you saw that project drop, there was an immediate and natural organic sniping positions that were being taken place. And if you do not see that at all, like it's just complete like deadmoney.com, then you did
Yeah,
something wrong for sure. For sure. That like something happened. Either A, it could be, a wallet is blacklisted. It could be, the meme. It was maybe, for example, some people clone all the time different type of projects and metas, and so if there's actually a bot that I have in my web Discord called Cyrix, so you can look on the free tool section, and if you place a CA into this Telegram bot, it's a free bot, but if you place a CA in there, it'll allow you to see how many times that project has been cloned, the Twitter has been used, how much the times that the Telegram link has been used, so that way you can make a determination as a future dev whether you want to use that project or not. And also it tells you the highest market cap that particular coins have gone into, so you can say to yourself, oh shit, well if I clone this, will I be able to take it to like fucking a million? No, because the data says that the highest charts has got it was 75K. It kind of gives you a little bit of leverage data.
yeah. No, that's interesting. Yeah, because like I sent you a CA there. That's one that I did where I was like using human mode to create volume and stuff, but it still didn't do anything really.
You said what now? Yeah, let me see that. Let me open it up and check it out. Let's share my screen so we can view it together. Share, go live, screen. Bam. Okay. Let me know if you see my screen.
Not yet actually.
You might have to click on my double click on my avatar and then go to watch stream.
Okay.
You
Where
see
would
it?
it say watch stream? Before it just popped up, but this time no.
Nothing?
Wait, let me go full screen. Here. Right.
Let me
Oh yeah, there. I got it. Got
you
it.
got it? Okay, cool. Let me
It's just
copy.
loading. Yeah, cool.
Alright, let's see what we got here. So we got about 20 minutes. And this is all you, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, let's go down. Bad. Whoa, what the fuck? This is all you, huh?
It must be.
Yeah, I was like, even I was human, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Without even looking at it.
Yeah. I've never checked it on Pumpfun. I always use Bullocks.
Yeah, trust me, humans, especially the ones that are FOMOing in, you would be surprised how many 16-year-olds are coming into your contracts that are just on pump. They
Yeah.
have no idea about using anything else. But yeah, I mean, your problem's right there. I mean, it's like right there's transaction has been mentioned from a bot, 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 you know. And
So that's all
so,
from me not seasoning.
huh?
That's all just from me not seasoning and doing the proper
Yep,
setup with the wallets.
that's correct. That's 100% correct. And you've been blacklisted probably from multiple of these wallets, and not even from Pumpfun's perspective. But honestly, to be completely with you, I don't even know now because Pumpfun low key now I know for a fact if I know about Pump It, they've got to know about Pump It, and I'm pretty sure Pump It's got an API, and so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be my surprise if they're using Pump It API to detect that shit right now. We just don't know it. That's so I'm pretty sure wow, that's some crazy shit. I didn't think about that. Well, yeah, they probably use it. If snipers are using, why wouldn't Pump Fun use it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
So
damn. And what's crazy is I had an invite too. I was inviting people into that shit, and then all of a sudden they removed my invites from me.
why is that?
I'm like, are they watching me? Am I talking too much?
Why? Because you were basically giving away the sauce on it.
Basically, I was just telling people, hey, yeah, these motherfuckers are watching you. I'm saying,
Yeah.
and like,
So really, at the end
yeah.
of the day, all I need to do is just season wallets, and that should solve my problems. a
Bada
lot
bing,
more.
bada boom. Season
I
wallets and then be
doing
able to exit your positions. Most importantly, though, I'm gonna tell you this, and I gotta stress this to you as well. Though,
Yeah.
when it comes down to your your bundlers, one thing, but when you immediately start this contract, whether you use Penguin or you use meme tools, you immediately need to jump into something like Neo Bullocks and enter exit limiters out on all the wallets you have. So that way, no matter what, there's market cap exits, whether it be at 30,000 or at 40,000, there's essentially exit positions that you already set in stone. And at this point, it's no longer an emotional, oh shit, I need to buy this, I need to sell this, I need to do that. No, when the floor rises to that level, they're exiting regardless.
What do you actually set it to?
So if you're doing one of those quick situations, like it's like now, like how you saw we just dropped it, it went from 6 to 9, then it might just be
Yeah.
best just to use like Penguin because you can eyeball that shit and then dump it all. And it works pretty well. And it's less transaction fees because $5 times like 12 wallets on Bullocks can add up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been like instead of $200 profit, it'd be like $165. But
Yeah.
but if you're doing an actual project, it's different. Like if you're actually doing like when I say an actual project, doesn't necessarily mean you're doing like a months of work. It just means that you literally are having some type of exit liquidity. I'll give you an example. If you go, you see my screen still, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go to X real quick. I'll show you a dev. He's not a student, but he's a dev that does a pretty good job in bringing FOMO to contracts without having to use video or anything like that. His name's JDub. Are you familiar with him or no?
No, I'm not actually.
So he's growing. Ever since I've been talking about him, low key, he's been kind of growing. I wonder. He's gonna probably miss it, but he's been growing. Basically, I kind of figured out, because I be in the trenches when it comes to dev, specifically what they do is bring in FOMO, and what this guy does is specifically either a rage bait, which is something like you might see shit like this, or you might see stuff that essentially says breaking news, and if it says breaking news, you automatically, if you're knowing the game, you know it's a LARP, which is basically meaning live action roleplay, and so what he does is, let me show you an example because he has a lot of different shit going on here. Let me give you one example. All right, so whenever you see breaking, he deletes them as they go. That's why. And Twitter is the best way to get in a community. Easy way to do it. Here's one here, right here. Breaking: Javier has received a bid from the Lave Cabal. This is fake. Everything that he puts in these breakings are fake. And what he'll do is usually he'll tie in a ad with like an actual X ad because there's nothing to do with crypto whatsoever. He'll tie in an X ad to that particular meme so it can bring up the numbers. It has no links or nothing to it, so they can easily get approved. And then he'll put a second post down here that's the CA address to whatever that he's posted in the ad. By the time he runs the CAA up, he'll delete the CA underneath the ad, so that way it's just like it never happened. So I'm trying to find one that he had. I have all my other videos recorded, but he's obviously doing his due diligence by trying to make his page stay up as much as possible because he's doing these tactics. But I'm trying to find one. Hold on one second. Let's try to go down the list here. You go to working case study example. That's another one right there. Okay, here, perfect example. Boom. Here we go. So he dropped this right here. Breaking Franking the gods has suddenly privated his account and made growing suspicious. This is all fake. He just made the story up. He put these two together to bring some LARP. It got 847,000 views. Literally an account that has only 5,000 followers. Then he dropped an update. This is fake too. This is a CA address that he put together. You know. And then it got 3 to 5,000. So literally, he's able to do the exact same thing where you see with the student, but now bring a shitload of extra liquidity to a situation. That's how you raise a market cap from from 1 soul now to like 30, 40, 50, 100, et cetera, et cetera. And so these LARP tactics are done consistently, but I'm surprised he hasn't deleted this one. It's probably because they're just yesterday, and he's still running it up right now. Yeah. But yeah, that's another way to do it.
He's actually the developer, and he's just rugging them.
Yeah, these are fake. These are fake screenshots. And it's his CA, and it's just he's pairing a narrative so people can essentially LARP into.
Wow. That's crazy. It's pretty smart.
But
so, like, how many souls do you think I would need to generate like decent volume to like? I would like to I don't want to migrate to Radiant.
So
like, I'd like to get my like.
I would
I know it's 1 soul is good, but I would love to pulling out 10 soul.
No, absolutely. So this is what I would say. I would say to you that if you are bundling it, if you have enough liquidity at least to make it to King of the Hill, right? If you have enough liquidity at least to make it to King of the Hill, then I would recommend you to drop your bundle like you saw in that video, and then basically from that point on, you could generate volume up to King of the Hill. Now, this is the thing, to be completely frank with you, right? You haven't really seasoned the right way ever yet, so you haven't really got a full taste on how easy this shit really is. You know what I'm saying? So once you really do that, you're gonna see that generating volume is really not even needed on pump when you are doing this, because you're just gonna continue rinse and repeat. What's really gonna happen though is your generating volume game is gonna come later, because it's more so if you're trying to raise shit to like millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars, And so if after the point where you're like, all right, now shit, I've done enough of these 1 soul plays over and over and over, I've got about 300 soul, let me play with 25 or 40 or 50, 65, 85 soul, then that's when it's different, because what you're doing really in reality is you're getting the same position that you're getting now, but you need to essentially use micro bumps of volume to distribute into holders. So it's not about at that point buying into large positions, but it's about buying very, very tiny positions to create a shitload of holders. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
And those
Yeah.
holders
No.
go into Radium as distribution, and now they don't have any idea, since there's so much data and these sniper bots need to work at very accurate speeds. They don't have a very much time to decipher, okay, there's like 600 holders, how many's holding this, how much holding that. All they see is boom, data, and they need to analyze it and analyze it quick and get in. And FOMO in.
Yes.
So that's
So,
the
yeah,
reason why to
I'll-
use volume, is because you're trying
Yeah.
to create holder distribution.
Cool. No, I'll just start with the small ones then. But so I'm just trying to think of what all I need. Do I need that Osmo bot or just the penguin
No.
tools?
Just the penguin tools.
Like,
You
how
could
much
do. You
it
could
cost?
use the penguin tools. Like I said, 7-day trial on that, and you could literally season the wallets up. Literally, the video that I'm about to put out tonight, you could just watch that for verbatim, because literally it shows the one soul play, and yeah, then have fun. And then eventually, I'm gonna be honest though. Eventually in the game, the other side, and that's why I'm always connecting with both sides. Like I'm an educator for both sides. So like I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna go over to the Osmo guys and be like, all right, guys, what's going on with these bundler guys? What we could do? And then I'm like, all right, cool. All right, so listen up, bundler guys. This is what's going on. See what I'm saying? So I'm able to go back and forth, and bring on board both people from both sides. But it's only gonna be a matter of time until meme tools and all these other ones have the same different seasoning situations like Penguin, and then they're trying to figure a way how to mitigate and PvP that. But until that day, let that day happen. Hopefully way later down the road.
Yeah. So I'll just So I don't really need the Osmo bot.
Nah, you don't need that at all. You only need it if you're essentially trying to buy into position of your own contract, or let's say this. Like for me, I work with a lot of devs, right? And so I might need Osmo because they might say to me, "Hey, you're going to give you X, Y, and Z deposit to do the job." Like you might do a contract for another client and say they might give you X, Y, and Z amount of money to do the job, right? But then on top of it, they'll say to you, on top of the money that we need for the job, we'll give you X, Y, and Z % of the contract. And that's when you get your own sniper bot, just to buy the contract off the dev wallet. So essentially what happens is when they drop the contract, you don't even need the CA. You're sniping the dev wallet.
Okay. Yes. So that's the way that works.
Yeah, it's like that's
Cool.
what the
So,
inner
yeah.
circle's all about.
So what's the best way for me to see if I get penguin tools? Like what's the best way to season wallets? Can I make all the wallets in it and just put them all like on it?
Yeah,
the way it should
absolutely,
there,
for
like, say
verbatim.
this one?
It's super easy.
And do I need to sit in copy trade for a week or two to
Hell
warm them
no.
up?
he didn't. The guy that made one soul, like literally, he just aged. What he did is he literally made them for like literally, and then like 3 days later he aged them, and then boom, went into the contract, made a soul. So if they have at least 3 or 4 days of age, 3 or 4 days of time, and then like another little bit of aging, which is like history transactions, boom, you like literally have a conveyor belt of just bullets.
I see the age button. Does it age for you if you press that age button?
Yeah, it ages for you. Now, aging is specifically, like I said, like you might go from Solana to USDT, TC, back to Solana. It's just doing different protocols. Like it might stake for a little, it might unstake. It's doing things that you can do as a human that necessarily has nothing to do with literally pump fund whatsoever. Whereas advanced seasoning is actually going into pump fund, copy trading on the behalf of getting to be a high profitable wallet, so you can bring in copy traders. That's the difference.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I've got those wallets of mine that I've already, been pretty profitable on. So I can just use them as the season and then interesting. Nice. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure, man. It's a pleasure talking with you. And if there's any help you need, just DM me. We have literally over 1,000 people in my Discord that are devs in the same position as yourself. So just know that you're not left alone. And if you ever need any help, just let me know. And also the guy in Penguin, the CEO, he's pretty based too. So if you ever need anything with them, he'll definitely help you out with too. So
Cool. So how do I just get the free trial of that? Because I
Just
thought
open a
both
ticket in my
was free.
Discord. I'll jump in like right now, and I'll let the CEO in your ticket, and he'll take care of you.
Okay. I might do it tomorrow because I don't want to start it today because
No
the way I'm
worries.
going away. Yeah, I'll DM or I'll open the ticket or whatever tomorrow, and then I can make the most of it.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, there's whatever is more convenient for you. He's literally giving guys just like a time because he knows that it's gonna be what he calls delayed gratification. I'm like, I'll fuck with that, man.
Yeah. Well, if you can make the money in the 7 day trial to pay for it, you'll
Facts.
just sell a lot more.
That's
No.
what I say. I'm like, yo, that's why I have all these people hitting me up. I wake up literally every day, all these bundle companies hitting me up. Oh, do this, do that, do that, do that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna shield none of them because I know that all of them they just want that commission right up front. No one's saying 7 days. And Penguin is like, yo, all right, man. I like what you're doing. Like this could be a game changer.
Yeah, it seems. Is it the best right now?
I say for GUI, yeah, but the thing about it, to
Yeah.
completely frank with you, it's a bundler, not a market maker. A market maker technically is meme tools, right? Meme tools has the ability to generate volume. You can do such as particular holder distribution. So you literally have market making executions, which as Penguin, all you're doing is literally buying positions and selling the position.
Yeah. Okay, so it's good to almost have both.
Yeah, it's always good to have a variety. Now, like I was saying, when it comes to specifically holder distribution, though, you can essentially use generate volume, but the way you were using it though, you were using it a little too heavy. I think if I'm not mistaken, weren't you buying up like what was your positions you were buying?
For the human mode or for the bundler?
Yeah, both. For like no, not for bundler, just for like generate volume, human mode or gen volume.
I think I was doing on human mode. I had like 2.5 sol in them, and they were buying from 0.5 to 2 point something, and just buying and
Zero
selling.
point five, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way too much. We need to do 0.00001. We're making holders here.
Oh no, not the whole. No, that's human mode. Sorry, the paint in the charts. Making holders is 0.0001.
Okay, cool.
But maybe I was doing too many.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. When it comes to generate volume, though, that's literally like all you need to do to generate a shitload of holders. Have these wallets come in as tradable seasoned wallets, and literally, there's no reason why not to just cut off at your 1x or 2x, whatever you get. I'm not even sure what he came in. I think he came in with. Well, you can see the video on the P now, but shit, $200 in 5 minutes is $200 in 5 minutes or less. Shit.
Yeah. What was he? How many wallets was he bundling with?
He
And
literally
what
came in
sort
with
of-
4.
And how much in each?
0.7, I think, 0.65, 0.7, literally into them.
Is more or less better? Because like
Less
I've been
is
doing it with
better.
maybe 10.
Each.
Less
You want to
is better.
have below 1 soul each on all of them.
Okay, so like 5 wallets with like 0.7.
Yeah, absolutely, but not in the same stack, 0.7, 0.7. You want to make sure that they're buying randomly from 0.7, probably from 0.7 to 0.9 or 0.8 or something like that. We did particularly, I believe, was 0.7 to 0.85.
Okay, yeah, they're all slightly different. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, the max and min I was doing different, but I was doing maybe like 15 bundled wallets.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And they're coming in robotic too, like hot.
Yeah.
Robotic
just
hot.
generate, just brand. Yeah.
Like, I see this
Okay.
guy. He think he's slick.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I honestly did kind of guess that, but I just didn't want to bother trying to do it much until I actually spoke to you, and then
No, for
once you
sure.
are a little, it's easier to just get confirmation, when chatting. But yeah,
Right.
now I know how to do it, so
And then,
I'll message you.
please, I want to see the testimonials. I want to share all to the group of testimonials I got in the Discord too. Man, I can't wait. By the